Hey guys, how you all doing? Hope you're all doing well out there. Welcome back to the channel. This has been a video that I've been finding it quite difficult to make. I'm trying to make this video for the last 2 weeks, and every time I try and make the video, it just doesn't happen. Just end up turning the camera off or just getting to be a bit too emotional. But I've now built myself up to do it today, so here I am. Obviously, a lot of you have been contacting me over the last 2 or 3 weeks, asking me what's going on, how I am and stuff, so that's why I'm here today to address this video. I'll try to address you in this video, sorry. I don't know a lot of you that know about my Instagram post I put out a few weeks ago. Just to sort of briefly explain to you what the situation is with myself. But I thought I owed it to people out there who I've been trying to help over the last couple of years to talk about my situation. So, to cut a long story short, over the past 30 years, almost 30 years, I've been hiding a lot of problems from different people. Been hiding issues with my mental health, hiding stuff in relation to other problems that I have, hiding it from family, friends, ex-wives, partners, girlfriends, people who I know in my daily life. It's been hiding the fact that I've been suffering with really severe depression, anxiety, and in most recent times over the last 2 or so years, I've had a lot of issues with painkillers. I live in chronic pain every day, which I've touched on briefly on the videos over the years about living in pain and stuff like that. But over the last couple of years, it's been getting really bad, where I've got sort of kind of addicted to pain meds to try and get through my day. So the last year or two especially has been quite difficult, and I've been hiding it from everybody. And I know you're probably thinking, why are you doing it? Why are you not telling people? Why are you not getting help? But when you're in that situation, it's hard to. And I know a lot of you have been contacting me and stuff and listening to my posts and saying, but you were helping people with mental health problems and stuff like that whenever you were doing your podcast and stuff like that, which I was. But again, the most important thing was I wasn't helping myself. In relation to the mental health issues, I've been hiding that since I was a little boy. Right back to the days of being bullied, from primary school days right up till adulthood. Hiding things from my parents. At the time when I was married to Brooke and Lewis's mum, I was hiding it from her. She doesn't even know half of what was going on in my head at the time. I didn't tell her anything. I briefly sort of touched on it, but then I hid it away again because I didn't want to let it out. And in other relationships, even relationships you've seen here on the YouTube channel, I've been hiding things from them in relation to my mental health and just how I'm feeling and stuff like that, which is not good. I've been sort of like, it's hard to explain. I'll tell you a short story, guys. Back in 2013 when my marriage ended, I basically hit rock bottom. I was living on my brother's sofa. I had no money. I had no job. Wasn't seeing Brooke and Lewis at the time. And that's whenever my mental health was like excruciatingly bad, where I'm not going to lie to you, I was on the verge of taking my own life. And I tried to pull myself out of that and tried to get myself out of that situation and try and focus more on Brooke and Lewis and try and put my stuff, my personal issues on the back burner and focus more on them, which I did do. I've had the children now in my own 11 years, and I've always focused on them, never focused on myself, never worried about myself, never looked after myself, never done things that I should have been doing for myself. Obviously they were safe and whatever else, and I never done anything bad to myself or nothing like that back then, but just in the last 2 or so years again, it started getting really bad again, and it just all came to a head. You probably saw the vlogs a few weeks ago when I was in Liverpool with Tony and Brooke. That's when it all sort of came to head. Just with everything, guys, the mental health issues, and then obviously living in pain every day. And I got to the point where I just literally had enough. I was thinking, how do I get out of this situation? How do I deal with this situation? See, I was brought up in a generation where if you struggled, you were told just to pull your big boy pants up and get on with it. And I had everything for years, but the last thing for me was whenever I was in Liverpool and I was out one night and Tony and Brooke were in bed sleeping at the hotel, and I went out for a walk at about 5 a.m. in the morning. Had a few drinks in me from the night out with Tony, and obviously had taken a lot of painkillers to get through my day, and that was it. Couldn't take it no more. There was a lady actually came by me at the Albert Dock in Liverpool and found me sitting there, and she just asked me a simple question: "Are you okay?" And I said, "No." So I then said to myself, when I go home, I need to fix myself. So I have been trying to. I've been lying to Mum and Dad. I was lying to Brooke and Lewis. I was lying to you guys. I was lying to my friends, lying to partners. It's just got to the stage now where I know if I don't get help, it's going to get worse. And I know for a fact it's going to get worse. 2.5 years ago, guys, I was diagnosed by the doctors of having very low testosterone, which happens to most men at my age. Not every man, but a lot of men have this problem, where I was receiving testosterone injections for help to try and build my testosterone levels back up again, which then caused lower back issues with my back from previous injuries over the years, and hence why you see me sitting here today with a load of weight put on me as well, because the injections give me a load of issues with my weight and stuff like that there, which then cause more pain problems, which cause more addiction to pain pills. Taking more painkillers to get through my day, every day. Struggling to go to bed in the morning. Struggling to even go to football on Saturday with Lewis. You seen as towards the end of last season, I couldn't even barely walk. It was just a sinking ship as the weeks go by and by and by and by every week. And I've sat here for the last month or so thinking to myself, all the lies that I've told people and all the silly arguments that I've caused with people. All the people that have probably hurt now. All you guys that have lied to as well, you supported me for years and years and years, which, obviously kept me going every day. I've said in previous videos over the years about you guys supporting us was the motivation for me to keep picking up the camera every day, which was true. Because if I didn't have you guys, I wouldn't know where the hell I'd be today. But the bottom line is, I could go into a whole in-depth of what other issues I was going through, like personal stuff like that and whatever else, but that's obviously private. But in relation to things that obviously is going on with me at the minute, you saw me, I think it was one of the last videos, you saw me sitting outside saying I was going to do a building. I'm actually been seeing there now for the last lot of weeks, a counsellor who has been excellent, by the way. He has been trying to break down everything that's been going on with me trying to figure out what exactly is wrong with me and why I'm living the way I am. And I know for a fact that I've been taking a lot of my personal issues, like angry at things and angry at people and angry at different things that's going on in went on in my life and what's going on in my life every day. I'm taking it out on other people. And obviously then it's caused a downhill of other things. For example, relationship breakups, marriage probably ending too as well. Obviously there's already issues in the marriage which I don't want to talk about here on the videos, but obviously it didn't help it either with my mental health issues. Friendships, being closed in with other people, not letting other people in, being very stubborn, not letting people help me, letting people do different things like that there, which then causes issues, then obviously then affects me, which then causes more problems. It's just, it gets to the point where you can't take it anymore. And I didn't want to be shown as weak. But again, that's just the way I was brought up, the generation I was brought up in, you say nothing, you suck it up and you get on with it. And that's exactly what I've been trying to do for the last 30 odd years, hiding all these issues, hiding all these problems. I have a lot of issues that I have to address, which I am addressing now, when it comes to, family members, people who've hurt me, certain things in life that's happened to me, overcoming hurdles that I should have addressed a long time ago, which I'm now trying to address today. Well, moving forward. As I said, this is a difficult video to make. But again, I felt, and this is obviously speaking with my counsellor and stuff like that, and saying to him, he says, you need to be more public about this and open up more, and, and I got a lovely message from somebody on Instagram saying to me, you were helping all these people through your podcast and stuff, and you were getting all these emails from different people with mental health problems and stuff like that there, and you were trying to help them, but the bottom line is you weren't helping yourself. And that's always been my problem. People person. Always putting my own feelings aside to help others. But it's now got to the point where I need to start helping myself. It's even got that bad over the last year, especially. I mean, obviously you do see me out and about, like Liverpool games and, out with Lewis and out with Brooke and football on Saturday and stuff like that. Sorry. But it's just, so I don't know what's wrong with my voice here. Get a bit choked up. No, I saw them as a safe haven to get away from my problems. I'll give you an example. Every time people ask me why I go to Liverpool so much, it's not just for the football, it was just to get away from all the personal problems that was on here at home. And I know you're probably thinking and watching, you shouldn't be run away from your issues, you should be dealing with them. But that was my way of dealing with them. For that quick fix, which is not the way to do it. It's always, I don't even want to mention the person's name in the video here, but she always told me, she always used to say to me, you need to confront your issues, you need to talk about things, you need to open up more and talk more. And I tried to do it their way to keep that person happy. But then again, I had a load more to get off my chest, which I never did. So the current situation at the moment is I'm seeing a counsellor. I am seeing my doctor, of course, and I'll be trying to get the help that I need. The last 4 weeks I've been trying to I'm still taking pain medication for my back and whatever else and stuff, but I'm not taking this a hell of a lot more, less than what I was taking before, guys. Hell no. I'm trying to do more, stay active. I'm no longer at football anymore. I'm not with Harley Welders anymore. I left them about a month ago. Because a lot of people have been asking me, even involved in football, who watches my videos and all too, have said to me, you're not at football yet? No, I'm not there anymore. I quit. I walked out on them over a whole disagreement about situation and not trying to stay away from people who are just negative in my life. I'm not going to knock the club or anything here. Like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of people up there who I don't get on with. And I felt at that time, with my mental health being so bad and me struggling every day, that's the last I need right now, is a lot of bullshit like that. So I left. So, and I thank the Welders for it publicly on social media and stuff for their 8 years of me and Lewis being there. Do I miss football? Absolutely. Every day. Pre-season all started now. It's weird not being involved in football anymore. You know, me and Lewis out every Saturday going to football. We miss it. Will I go back to football? Probably someday, yeah. I will go back to football eventually. Where will I end up? I don't know. It's just, I felt at the time, and I feel right now, that I need to take that time away from everything and fix me. Not even just for me, but for my kids. And there's days where you just don't even want to get out of bed in the morning. That's how bad it is. You just feel like you're just worthless. Nobody wants you. Nobody needs you. They only want you when they need you. This is what I've had to live with for over 30 years. But again, there's a lot of other issues there which I'm not dealing with, which I am addressing eventually. It's taking time, day by day by day. But it's not a very nice situation to be in when it gets to the breaking point where you can barely even walk, and then your mind overthinks and you think people will ever come near you and they don't want to know you. And then you get people saying to you all the time, yeah, we're here for you and all. And this is the thing I've been doing as well, guys, over the last year especially, is cutting a lot of negativity out of my life. A lot of people say, yeah, we're here for you, mate. No, we're here to talk to you and stuff like that. And they never are. So people like that will not be a part of my life anymore. And for people out there who genuinely have contacted me regularly, since I obviously opened up, should I got a glass of water before I spoke to you? Thank you. There's been a lot of people who contact me regularly to see how I am. But it's just those ones who say, oh yes, mate, we're here, you're fine, keep your head up, you'll be all right, we've got good things around you, get your kids, you get this, you get that. Listen, it's not that friggin' easy. Trust me, it's not. And I've had a lot of bullshitters out there coming in saying, he's all putting it on for attention, blah, blah, blah. Well, for that, I think you need to go and get your fucking head looked at. Because when you've been living with this for years, you just can't take it no more. So, for anybody who has been positive and contacted me, thank you. Still not 100%, it's going to take a long time before I even get anywhere near 100% again. As I said, I'm seeing my counsellor every week. And I'll be seeing my GP again very soon. I'm also going to a spine specialist about my back here early next month, trying to figure out what the problem, the damage is in my back, because of these injections that I was receiving for treatment, which has now damaged my back. And obviously put a load of weight on me, which is making me even more frustrated because I look at myself in the mirror now and I just get so sick of myself. Even watching back old videos on YouTube and stuff and seeing myself like 5-6 years ago and look at myself now, it makes you sick. But I need to make changes. And not even just for my own self, for my kids and for my future, maybe my grandkids down the line, mum and dad and everybody else. It just frustrates me, for years and years. I keep thinking about a time where when I was in football, there was campaigns going around saying about, it's okay to talk and it's okay to, let people know how you're really feeling. And I never did, because I always thought that people would laugh at me or judge me for it, or, people would sort of go, there's nothing wrong with you, you're fine. But it's just, there's so many people as well recently been saying that, but look what you've got around you, and look what you have. You've got your home and YouTube, and you've got everything you need. Listen, materialistic things to me don't mean shit. Up here matters. And I'm just tired of beating myself up day in, day out, day in, day out, day in, day out. And then recently as well, getting to the point where taking painkillers every day and struggling and taking too many, and then just passing out at night, not even sleeping either, and trying to sleep, and then you're getting up and you're stiff as a board again, and you're living in pain, and your head's not doing right, and it's not good. But I'm trying my best, guys, to get myself fixed. I really am. And it's difficult. But my counsellor has been really good. And my family have been awesome. You know, having to sit down with your family and tell them that you've been lying to them for 30 years is not a very nice thing to friggin' do. You know, because I was a lot of weeks beforehand when I finally told Mum and Dad. Dad took me for a coffee one day. We were sitting talking and he says to me, he asked me, was I okay? And I was like, yeah, Dad, I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm just a bit tired. And, you know, just the weekend was a bit tired with travel and stuff and football. No, I'm fine. It's grand. And then coming home with Dad and then going upstairs and sitting in your bedroom for 2 hours, hating yourself and thinking to yourself, what a scumbag I am. What a scumbag I am for telling Dad lies. You know? Telling the kids that I'm fine every day, and then as soon as they go off to school, you're sitting here and some days you're sitting here crying your eyes out for no reason. And I'm not ashamed to say that now, because my counsellor says don't be ashamed to admit to everybody you cry, because I don't. I'm not ashamed of it anymore. It's just so frustrating having to live like this every single friggin' day. You know, and it's just, I've even let my home go. My home's been downhill since the last 2 or so years. I've a load of things to fix in my house. I used to be cutting my grass regularly, which I don't do anymore. I don't even hardly leave the house anymore, which is crap for someone who used to be out all the time and traveling and doing all these different things. I don't even want to leave the house at daytimes. Just days I don't even want to leave the house at all, because I feel like people are looking at me and people are judging me and people are laughing at me and people are pointing fingers at me, because it's just what I've been used to for the last 30 years. But I'll not be. I've said to myself, you know, after seeing my counsellor a few times, that I'm trying to get myself out of that. Whether it be counselling, whether it be, I don't know, whatever I need to do, because I just can't live like this no more. I'm just so tired. I'm physically and mentally drained. I don't sleep that often. You know, I've put on so much weight. I just don't look the same anymore. I don't feel the same. You know, and don't get me wrong. I mean, some of the stuff that I've told you on these vlogs are not lies. I mean, the stories and all I've told you is all the truth, but it's just this problem I've been hiding from you guys. You know, and if a lot of you don't want to stick around no more and watch any more of these videos, then that's completely fine. I understand completely. You know, every time I've been honest with you. You know, it's just, even finding the motivation to pick up a camera now. That's annoying too as well. A lot of you have been asked about the podcast. That's why I don't do the podcast no more. I kept saying I was bringing it back. But when I get emails from people talking about mental health and talking about all these different things, it triggered me. And I thought, trying to find the courage to talk about it, even though I'm sitting here on the edge myself, on the verge of like literally going insane. But I did use it as therapy for a while. But then when I started getting, the podcast was getting very, very popular and people were starting to talking about their problems and stuff like that, it was starting to trigger me. And obviously then I thought, right, I need to start focusing on me for a while. Maybe I will bring the podcast back one day, I don't know. In relation to this channel, I've let this channel go to shit. 8 years of work up and down for years and years. And the videos of the productions just went through the floor. I just don't even feel motivated anymore even to pick up a camera some days. Depression is a bastard. It's not often you hear me swearing on this channel. The anxiety is even worse as well when you're out in public and you're walking around a supermarket or something and you feel like everybody's looking at you and everybody's watching you, even though they're not. You feel like they're looking at you every day. People are judging you. And even the little things, like, for example, walking through the streets and some wee fucking scroll of teenagers at like 18, 19 scream your name and call you names, and it triggers you. Normal me would just walk away and say, yeah, whatever, they're just wee runts. But then I come home from that and I sit for hours and hours and hours, wild up, anxiety through the roof. You know, you're probably thinking you shouldn't be listening to these shits like that. But that's me thinking to myself, that word's going to get round there and people are going to start looking at me wrong. They're going to make fun of me. They're going to talk about me. Other people are going to start talking about me as well. Just all this anxiety going through my head, you know, blah, blah. And you're probably thinking to yourself, but you just don't listen to the trolls. But for a long time, it didn't get to me, but then it got to me for a while, and then I started blocking it out again. But it's just these wee things, the slightest wee thing that triggers my anxiety. And then the depression kicks in. And then you start panicking and worrying, especially in the last year or so. You start panicking and worrying, and then you start getting worked up, and then you become in pain, and then you start taking painkillers. Which is not good. It's hard, believe me. But over the last 4 or 5 weeks, I've been feeling a little bit better about myself. I've been sort of opening up more and talking more and speaking more about it, and, you know, talking to mum and dad about things that I've never spoke to mum and dad about. Never. How I'm feeling about certain situations, you know, trying to avoid bad situations, because not in the past I would just normally walk myself into stupidly. You know, avoiding arguments, avoiding situations, just a whole different outlook of life since I started talking to people. It's difficult, trust me. So I wanted to publicly come on here today as well and apologise to anybody out there, no matter who it is. If I've upset you, annoyed you, came across as a bit of an asshole sometimes, not obviously deliberately, but just being a bit of a dick, and, you know, I want to just publicly apologise to anybody out there. And for people out there who don't like me, that I always said this is your issue, but at the end of the day, I just want to say to you, you know, whatever your issue with me is, then I'm not going to listen to it no more. But again, anybody out there who I've upset by not telling them how I'm getting on, how I'm feeling really, and taking my personal issues out on them, you know, I apologise publicly to you. Take it if you want, it's your decision, but I just wanted to make this public. And for you guys out there who watch me on YouTube, I apologise as well, because, again, yes, this is my personal issues and it shouldn't be, you know, it's not my, you know, prerogative to obviously do this and then put this out for you. Just get up and get on with it, and that'd be the end of it. You know, but again, I've always been honest with you guys and tried to be, you know, upfront and honest with you. I know a lot of people out there don't like me because they think I'm just some big stupid goat who just makes YouTube videos and they can have a good laugh and a joke at it, but you don't understand the damage that you're causing to people. From any day I've walked in here, from being in the public eye and someone shouts abuse at me in the street, or somebody got there and I wanted to come home that night and just literally fucking die. This is the effect. It's not because it's even just YouTube as well, it's just everything in general in life. So anybody out there, and I want to publicly apologise to my family and my kids for not being honest with you. This is the thing that, I remember sitting at 12 and 13 years of age in my bedroom, just not wanting to live anymore, just fed up with the bullies and the bullshit of life, and just certain family members hating me and not liking me and using me for things that they want to get gain out of me and all. You know, but that's problems I'm going to address down the road. But living like this for 30 odd years, it just gets to the point where you just had enough. And I think I do agree with my counsellor, it's now time to put me first for a change. Yes, I've spent all them years bringing up Brooke and Lewis on my own and doing all those things and putting my life on hold for certain people and whatever else, but not anymore. No. He says it's now time for you to fix you and fix yourself and try and enjoy the rest of your life, because you cannot live like this, because it will get to the point where it'll run you into the ground. It will. You know, just in recent years, it's just been more difficult than others. Like losing my best friend when he passed away. That's been difficult to deal with too. And also dealing with, you know, relationship breakup, which hasn't been easy. It's been crap, trust me. I'm trying to put that in the back of my mind, which is difficult every day, and trying to do other things as well. Relationships ending, friendships ending, just all different things, trying to do it. And it's just like, we have a thing in our counselling session, we talk about, I described it like a little box where you're putting all your problems into this little box. And just like, oh, it'll be okay, just put it away. Put it away in this wee box for a while. But the box then starts getting overflowing. And then the box just explodes, falls apart, because it can't hold any more problems. So, but again, it's an issue that I'm now addressing. So guys, thank you very much for all your love and support over the years. You know, you guys have got me into situations in the past that you didn't even know, like nights sitting here crying and lonely and depressed, and thinking to myself sometimes, well, I'm taking some painkillers today. I've took more than I should have. I'll maybe take a few more, and take a few more, and take a few more. And I thought, no, you know. But that's the issue now. And you know something? You know, the last few weeks going to see GPs and going to see counsellors and stuff like that's really helped. And trying to talk to people and trying to, you know, it's hard. And then I keep saying to myself, I don't want to fall back into the slump that I did in 2013 with my marriage and all that. I don't want to end my own life and stuff. But then there's nights you sit here and you think, after a few beers, you go, well, maybe if I did do that, maybe that would actually make people a little happier. Would it make people happier? I don't know. But at this present time, as we sit here today, I'm trying to get myself into a better place. I'm obviously seeking all the help. I finally held my hands up and said, right, I need help, which I'm doing. I have made a few vlogs over the last week or so, but I just haven't put them out. Like Lewis and I were for a walk around the beach the other day. I've done one down there, which I might release. Just doing me different things, trying to get out. But my main problem at the minute, guys, is trying to get out of this bloody house. And, you know, I feel like sometimes the walls are closing in every day, which is not a good thing. But as we sit here right now today, I'm feeling, you know, that I'm feeling a lot better than what I did. I'm talking to my counsellor every Thursday. And then my brother comes around here on a Thursday night and we sit and talk and have a few beers and laugh, talk about good times and, you know, just enjoy ourselves and just have a bit of a time off. As I said, I'm not a football no more. I've took time away from work at the minute too as well to try and clear my head. So I'm just basically at home trying to fix myself and trying to get involved with different things to try and help my mental health. I've also been looking at some groups, maybe even joining to as well, to try and get out and meet new people and try and move forward and trying to talk to more people and trying to keep myself busy. Because my counsellor did say to me, for all the things that you were doing, he reckons if I wasn't doing all the traveling and all the YouTube videos and the football and all the different things that were keeping me active, he says you probably would have just lost your plot and you probably wouldn't have been here today. So that's why I've took a few weeks away to sort of try and get myself into a sleeping pattern and try and obviously get off the painkillers, which is working so far, which is great. But it's hard. And I'm not just doing it for me, I'm doing it for my family, I'm doing it for my kids, most importantly. So again, guys, anybody out there who still watches my videos or knows me or family or friends or whoever is involved in my life, if you're watching this video, I publicly apologise to everybody. So would I. Not very often I say sorry to people, only when I'm wrong. But I've learned that as I've got older, and I know I'm in the wrong now, so I need to apologise to everybody. So that's pretty much, guys, what's going on with me. And I also said in my wee post that I put up on Instagram 2 days ago, what's the future of the YouTube channel? I'm still going to keep doing videos. I'm going to keep moving forward. I've had a few cheeky messages and I woke up to this morning saying, here, where's these videos you're talking about? No, they're gone. Negativity. That's one thing I'm learning how to deal with in counselling. It's negativity. Just cut it out. If they don't like you, screw it. You know, I've had a lot of people coming at me with a lot of negativity over the last couple of weeks, you know, coming up with all this crap saying, you know, oh, you should be, you know, what are you hiding? What's so important? Listen, you keep yourself to yourself. But the future of the YouTube channel, it's still going to be here. I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to keep doing it. So I am still going to keep doing it. And I'll release a couple of videos I'm going to release after this, and then I'm going to try and get myself moving. That's the problem as well, not moving enough. And that's why, because with my back especially being wrecked after those injections I received from the doctor, that's why you don't really see me out walking anymore, guys. You don't really see me out and about walking around parks and out doing this and doing that like I used to, because I couldn't walk. My back was wrecked. There was days I couldn't even walk. And that's why. Painkillers. Ease the pain so I can get out and walk. No. But yes, the channel will continue. The guy, I even said to the counsellor, and he says, no, use it as a positive to try and keep making content. Keep your head, no, the wheels in your head going, keep going, move, keep trying to push forward. So this is what I'm going to do. So guys, thank you once again for your support. I appreciate it. This has been I'm surprised I haven't broke down, because the first couple of times I've made this video, I've ended up having to walk out of the room and just go to bed. So I thought to myself, today's the day I just need to get everything off my chest. So I do. But anyway, yes, that is pretty much it, guys. I don't know why you're still watching or not. If you are, thank you very much for that. I appreciate it. I have been asked to do a lot of different things to try and keep myself moving forward, which I'm looking into this week, but I will keep you updated how I'm doing. I'll drop it, be updating some of the vlogs, whatever, just to be quick 30-second, 1 minute update every so often, how I'm getting on and stuff. But I'll just try and keep pushing forward. So guys, thank you very much for your love and support. All your messages over the last few weeks have been incredible. Thank you very much for your help. I do appreciate it. I will be getting back to a lot of you. Just a lot of social media just hasn't really been my cup of tea the last few weeks. I've been trying to focus on other things too as well. But yes, I had a chat with Lewis and stuff, and I had a chat with different people and stuff. I'm going to try and pull myself out of this shithole and try and get moving forward. So anyway, guys, thank you for your time today. I appreciate you watching this video. And anybody out there, I'm just going to say to you now, anybody out there who is struggling, please, for the love of God, pick up the phone and ring someone. Just pick up the phone. Call, if you still have your parents or whatever, call them. If you still have a friend or a brother or a sister, pick up the phone. I wish I had it sooner, because I have a lot of regrets, guys. A lot of regrets in my life right now that I have to deal with myself now every day. Things that I should have spoke up more about, and I probably would have been in a better situation than what I am now. Because right now I am in a mess and I need to get myself out of it now, because if I don't, then it's going to get worse. And I could have been in a lot better situation than what I am now. Having the people who meant the most to me in my life are no longer here anymore. They could have still been here. I don't know. Things in my life that's now gone, which could have still been here. But again, this is where you learn from the problems that you make in life, and you got to move forward from it and try and see the positive at the end of it all. There's things I'm hoping to try and fix down the line. If I can't, then so be it. But guys, please, if you're struggling, pick up the phone. Guys and girls, anybody who watches this video, pick up the phone. Or go and see someone or talk to someone. Because when you hide things for 30 years, it's not good. Trust me. It's not good. Right, guys, I'm going to go here now, so I hope you all have a good day. And I'm going to go and put this online and get on with the rest of my day. And try and focus on some positives in my life today, guys. So, thank you once again for taking your time to watch this video. I appreciate it. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Thank you for all your support. It means a lot to me, and especially my family as well. So guys, honestly, pick up the phone, or girls, pick up the phone, speak to your friends, speak to someone. Life's too precious, trust me. And when you hit rock bottom, you know when the most important things in your life mean the world to you. Take care of yourself, guys. See you all soon.